In this lesson, I will tell you about adding interior lights to this 3D model. So in order to add interior lights, we need to first hide all of these objects which are causing obstruction. So for that, I'll hide this wall, the roof, this wall, floor. Now all of these objects, let's select and hide them. Now also we need to hide all the remaining objects from inside. So let's hide everything, select isolate and hide objects. Okay, and now let's orbit this drawing to see what is left here. So let's hide these two objects. And now here we have only these ceiling light fixtures. So we will add lights to these ceiling light fixtures. So in order to add the point lights, go to this visualize tab and from here go to this lights panel and select this create light flyout and select point light. Now orbit your drawing and carefully add a point light to any one of these. So I'll add the point light. So let's turn on this object snap to see the marker, and here it is. So I've added the point light at this position, but in this case the light is completely inside. So let's select the light, click on this gizmo and move it a little bit downward so that it completely passes from the light. So okay, we need to just move it down. Let's turn off this object snap so that it does not snap to any other point, and here we have it. So let's orbit this drawing to see whether we have it on the correct point or not, and yes, we have it correctly placed here. So we can even move it a little bit more downwards like this, and here we have this light. So the whole point of keeping this light out of this object is because the complete object here is opaque and this may cause some obstruction, so we'll keep it out of this object. Now we'll make a copy of this light on all of these objects. For that, I'll go to the top view here. So the back view is the current top for this drawing. So now go to this coordinates, click on this flyout and select view. So now the current plane will become XY plane, and now we can make copies of all of these lights on these points. So for that, go to home tab, select copy, and now select the first light which we have added. So now we have selected the light, press enter, specify the base point, and now make a copy of this light on all of these ceiling light fixtures. So I'll make a copy, and before making copy, make sure that this object snap is turned off in order to avoid accidental snapping of this light at a point which is not required. So now press escape and go to this home tab, and now you can see that we have added lights to all the places where it was required. So now let's go to this isolate object and let's end the object isolation and bring all the objects back in the drawing area. And now we will move to the interior view. So right now an exterior view is selected, so let's select this interior view which we have earlier created, and here we are in the interior view. So from this interior view, we will create a quick rendering to see how this light looks. For creating a quick rendering, go to this render panel and from here select this low preset, because we want this rendering to be created quickly but with low quality. So this will take less time. So now with this low preset, click on this render to size button. And here we have this rendering. So let's zoom into this area and we will be able to see the rendering in a more clear way. So this is the rendering which we will get finally here. And in this rendering, we can clearly see that we don't have a table here. So let's close it and let's see where we have the table now. So let's orbit this drawing a little bit. And as you can see that we don't have table in the current drawing. So let's bring that table back to the drawing. So I'll again click on this interior view, go to home tab, from layers, bring all the layers back to the drawing. So click on this thaw all layers. So this will bring all the hidden layers in our current drawing. So now our table is also visible here. So let's go to visualize tab again, keep low preset selected and then click on render to size once again. And here we have this again a final rendering, and this time we can see the table as well. So depending upon the material which we have applied to all of these objects, we are seeing their properties and they can be seen quite clearly here. Now the quality of light and the quality of colors and everything else is not very impressive, but we can certainly make some adjustments. We can also increase the quality of rendering. So by changing these settings, we can make even higher quality rendering. So this was all about adding interior lights and creating a quick rendering. In the next lesson, I will tell you about adding sun, geolocation, date and time, and then we'll create rendering of the outside scene as well.